Hello, what's up, everybody? Let's go ahead and get in here. See if we can keep the good times going. It's always a good time on the stream. Now, the patch notes are delayed. I didn't see an official announcement, but I believe it's tomorrow because usually on a holiday week, it's an extra day. So I should have those tomorrow afternoon and the tier lists. And I did download Final Fantasy 14 last night. Played a little bit on it. Seems awesome. I'm loving it. So I am gonna release sort of a leveling series. I'm not gonna stream that, but I am gonna release like a YouTube series, sort of like for a single player game for that. And then if we stick with it, which I think we probably will, up until the end, then we might do some of the raids as well. And that's kind of what we'll continue to do with WoW. And I'm kind of done with WoW at this point. I'm sort of raid logged, as they say. I was leveling up a priest for a while, but I've had so many social obligations over the last few days. I just haven't had time to power level it. And frankly, it was pretty annoying to try to get groups at this stage just because there aren't as many people looking for some of the lower level dungeons. So it can just feel, and it still takes a lot of dungeon, like hours and hours and hours, even if you do find a group. So when you do find one, it's like I don't want to do anything else because I have this good group, so I'll. So it's been difficult to do with my schedule, much more difficult than the first time when I was leveling up. And just a couple of things about Priest, like, it's fun, but I've, kind of learned a couple of things as well that, I will probably stick with the Druid anyways in the end game. The Priest is fun, but, like, people have to be clumped really close together to use Circle of Healing properly, and a lot of my raid, at least right now, they aren't doing that. They're spreading out more. You don't get credit for Power Word Shield on people, on, like, healing meters and stuff, which meters aren't everything, but that's part of the fun of keeping, like, trying to keep raiding, right? Once you've got all the gear, which I pretty much do, is to, just see if you can beat your best, right? And just how you stack up against other people and stuff like that. So anyways, so we're still gonna do WoW on Wednesdays and Thursdays pre-stream, or like the stream starts early, and then we'll be doing some Final Fantasy 14 if you're interested in that, releasing it sort of as a series. And then we're gonna get back to doing Total War, and we'll still be doing the same league as well. I'm gonna try to actually start earlier if I can on the WoW days. If we clean up early, I might be able to start by 11:30, but what do I think about Braum? You've been in, you're in Diamond playing him? Loving the full AD vibe. I don't think he's that great right now. Like, he has gotten some buffs. I just don't like peeler tanks in general in solo queue. I feel like there are like kind of three categories of supports that I think can be successful. And like you said, maybe in higher elo, in like Diamond Plus, maybe that changes a little bit. I know it does change some, obviously, but he's not even really being played in Pro right now, which is like, if he's good, he's almost certainly going to be played in Pro, at least to my knowledge. Now, maybe, last week or two, maybe he's picked up some traction. I just haven't seen those games. I haven't watched every pro game, and I haven't looked at the stats on it. But in general, the three categories of supports that I like are some combination of scaling, aka uses plus healing and shielding, or AP, or preferably both. Those are the two highest scaling support stats. Extreme lane domination, or really solid engage. I think a lot of the best supports right now will have multiple of those boxes checked. If it's not one of those things, is he gonna actually ward this? Oh, what was that? Was that somebody backing right there? Or no, that was just a Shin. That was weird. Oh, I guess we double warded that, but whatever. I have Poro. Oh, is it zoomed in? I can't see it right now. That's about as much as I think it's usually zoomed in. I just cut my hair. Or not, didn't cut my hair, but... Wait, what the fuck? Oh, they're there? Can we beat them level 1? We don't have Shen. Is Set there? We don't have Talon either. Oh, Talon decided he didn't want to show up. Cool. I thought he was literally coming down.
Should I be running? Yeah, I should probably be running.
Oh, no, you're right. It is zoomed in more there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I must have accidentally done that because of Final Fantasy XIV. Sorry, I thought you meant my camera, not the OBS. I see you're right on the OBS. Sorry about that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Because Final Fantasy XIV was looking weird. Because I was like recording some episodes last night of that, and I like dragged the box, so maybe it zoomed it. So that's just something weird. I'm gonna have to unzoom. I guess I shouldn't have gone for that. I thought with my W and Ignite, like if Talon came down and like raked him, maybe we could do it, but they didn't have Set. I feel like our level 1 was better. Especially if I get that Ignite off and Trundle has to, or Warwick has to smite early, which he did. I'm pretty sure he smited early. But if we force him to smite early and then Trundle gets to steal the red with his smite, then Trundle would have a huge edge at level 2. And Samira's like pretty good at level 1, sort of, for an ADC. If she gets stacked up, she does a lot of damage. Okay, so on my next back, I'll check out and see what's up with that. Then I can create a different scene for Final Fantasy recordings. I thought Final Fantasy, when I was like playing the game and like recording on OBS, I thought it had minimized something, and so I thought I was bringing it back to normal. Wow, dude, what the hell is going on? He went pickaxe early? I guess he does go Tiamat, right? Does that have a pickaxe component to it, I suppose? Are you actually going to come this time, dude? Oh my god, really? No way. Wow, dude. Yeah, it just came up. Pretty sure I did not have a chance to ignite that. Because I was looking at it. It was like 8 seconds. When I was like right here and Thresh was right here, it was like 8 seconds. So, alright, let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, there we go. Hey, Alistair. Yeah, we just talked about that a second ago. No, it was me changing something for Final Fantasy. this is going to be a tough one. I guess I should not have gone in for that level 1. I really kind of didn't want to, but I saw Talon walking for it, and I was like, well, if he, like, flanks... Like I said, if we were organized, I think that we could have done it a lot better. Because my W knock-up can hit 2 or 3 people if they're grouped up. I could have easily hit 3 of them. And then Samira has kind of the dash follow-up. I think that only targets a single person. But she's got that. I mean, our level 1's not, like, super brutal, but, like, a 3-person knock-up, Samira's passive, and then just how much damage she can start putting out with Conquer at level 1 with her passive, fully stacked, compared to something like Ezreal. And then Talon, like, raking across, like, 3 people. Okay.
I will make them dance. I will make them hear.
Oh, he is level 6. Wow. Okay.
I'm just here for the party.
Wow, real. Okay, she's got him. Jesus. I guess Warwick just hasn't been farming or something? I'm not really sure.
This looks like another dangerous situation. Thankfully, I can improvise.
Should have taken a potion as well, but... Well, they don't... I mean, I guess they do have 3 kind of tanky-ish chance. I guess Ezreal's going to be probably tanky as well. Yeah, it's not a phenomenal team comp, but... I mean, Trundle can still at least take a bunch of the armor. Yeah, plated steel caps are OP. I mean, Thresh didn't get him, though, so Thresh is going to be pretty squishy. He 100% should get plated steel caps in this kind of matchup.
I've been kicked around since I was born. It's all right. It's okay. I'm staying alive. I am only as wild as magic.
Is Warwick going to dive us? Probably not. Shin's getting bodied.
I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to scout around.
Really? Oh, God. Alright, it is what it is. It's kind of tilting. They're allowed to keep a control ward in our tri-bush. But I'm not 6, dude. And I don't have Ignite. We definitely need Ignite to take him, I think.
I trust in my
Okay, he missed his thing. We can probably kill him. Where is... Okay, yeah, we got his R. Damn it, are they gonna try to back after that? I thought Warwick was coming. I mean, LeBlanc...
moves like mine. Danger is as fun as you
Shit. Oh my god, real? Like, we knew he was in that bush, man. We literally just saw him walk into the other bush. Why would you stand there? Where we don't have vision, so he gets a free hook. Really unfortunate. Thresh just like randomly backed up. He didn't have that bush warded because he threw a hook in there when I wasn't in there earlier. So like we know he didn't have it warded, and we know that he was standing like right there, but he just happened to move like right when I W'd. And then Samira just happened to like stay in that bush when we saw him walk into the other bush. It's like just, I mean, Samira's was an actual mistake. I think mine was, it was fine. We didn't lose anything off of it. We just had to chill for like, you know, 14 seconds and wait on my W to come back up. But I think going for that was worth, because if I hit him with that W and then I ult, he's dead. What am I even getting? I'm not even sure why I got this cloth. I guess I could do Locket. I think maybe I was thinking plated steel caps because they were getting it. I guess I can just turn it into Zeke's second item. Probably be fine. On hit's really good with Samira's ult. And we could do Locket, but we might need a little bit more damage.
I don't do safe. They ain't ready for what I'm bringing. Hello? Anybody there?
Okay. I actually lagged for a second there. Did the stream lag? I don't see any drop frames. It felt like I lagged, at least, when I was trying to hit that ward. And we're getting back in there, though.
I'm gonna take all they got. Flash.
I need to get some wards down here.
Don't leave nothing. Bring it on.
Smear's getting fed. Imagine that. Yeah, Locket could be good. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go Mandate though. A little bit extra killing power, get him low for Samira. Mandate hasn't been like super popular lately. I really am not. I've been doing Shirelias, but I think it really is more conditional. Like you really need to have just some stuff that wants to run at him. You don't just get it every game. We got it back, man. We're too rich. So, and just having that extra little bit of proc damage is nice to help Samira get those resets. But Locket has been doing alright, too. They don't have that much, like, AoE burst. One reason also I've kind of gone away from Locket is just people aren't grouped up as 5. We've done pretty good with rotations and grouping here. Are we going top? Okay. I really hate this move. The reason I don't like going top is because now we can't take advantage of the space that we just got down south. Like, we just opened up this hole in their jungle, and I got great vision, but now we can't do anything with it. We basically, like, get no advantage. I know the thought process is probably, like, you know, so you can get the next tower and continue, like, your snowball, but...
Why stop being sad and be awesome instead?
It's been a long time since people have been like trying to force this top rotation because it's bad. People would see it in pro games. Like, I can ward up this side now, but we don't have that tower down, so there's not as much incentive for it. Really? Oh my god, what is the, like, range on those chains? It's like 1,000 or something after you're hooked? I mean, LeBlanc's not OP, but that's pretty annoying. And they ran, like, just right around my wards, too. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That's the direct path, but that's why I just don't like that rotation most of the time. Unless, like, you're rotating specifically into a very good matchup or something. I definitely don't like it if Dragon's up. We at least had Dragon down, but also I went for Ionian boots instead of Moby, so like a little more set up for operating on half of the map instead of running the, you know, the length of the map over and over again. Just for kind of farming some of the people we were killing. Although we hadn't really been killing Ezreal a ton. Alright, LeBlanc's coming up here too. Trundle's also up here. They're cleaning all my vision out. Yeah, Samira is super strong right now, so I really like that. She might be the most OP AD carry right now, honestly. She's definitely up there. Definitely S tier. It just feels like no matter how much you beat her early, even if you do, she's not like terrible, like ultra terrible early. But even if you do manage to beat her, like, still feels like she just gets right back into the game with a couple of items. Real. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. She just always has jumps. Just assume she always has it, because she does. What chant pisses you off, Samira? Well, you gotta be a hater, man. Hee LOL, I gave away Dragon. I guess we got Dragon. They could get Baron if they're smart, but I think they're going to chase Talon. Hopefully. No, they're going to go there. Yeah. So they get Baron, so this guy's a clown. I mean, it's not GG, but it's really bad. Like, our win percentage probably went from 70% to, like, 55 or 60% right there.
You weren't a little frightened?
That wasn't Ezreal's mistake, what?
I dance so
Maybe something earlier that you watched. It was 100% Trundle. I should have just left him faster. I mean, I thought I tried to get the hell out of there pretty fast, but it was really the set teleport behind me. But I think I left almost immediately after tower.
It ain't a party.
Oh, you don't want that on your team? Actually, I don't mind Ezreal. I think Samira is probably better overall right now, but I think Ezreal's
How is that?
is alright. I'd rather have... I think Ezreal's like S tier. I want Samira, Ezreal, maybe a competent Vayne, maybe Jinx in certain comps. Like, I think those are kind of the top end. Twitch, if it's a specialist, and Lulu's available. Or Yumi. Which one of those two is usually Yumi is available. No one bans that champ.
I dance because I'm free. I'm just trying to use them. Woo! I am so into this. What is this?
An ally has been slain.
Wow, he 1v2'd? The fuck? Wow, I fucking missed everybody? What the fuck? God. Cool champ. I don't even know, like, I don't even know how I missed everybody with that W. It's like 3 people standing all in a bunch, and somehow they all spread out at the same time. I think Warwick queued and grabbed somebody and, like, repositioned. Maybe I'll get my wife to give me a haircut tomorrow. Haircuts are for noobs.
I dance.
Haircuts are for normies. God, that term is just so cringe, man. I don't know, like... It's like, dude, the days of Twitch being like a unique sort of special culture, gaming specific culture, I think are over. There's a lot of normies on Twitch hitting up that hot tub stream action, you know?
Man, have you seen that forest over there?
What's up, Bloody Sky? The good old days. It could be as racist and sexist as you wanted. No one gave a shit. On Twitch. Joking, it wasn't the good old days. Oh god, am I just gonna get tackled here? Set couldn't make up his mind what he wanted to do. Shin doesn't have ult, by the way.
I don't want a world that's safe.
ASMR action, that's right. We got Dragon in 15. Rakan hot tub cosplay stream. Prof has to deny the good old days. I was never, I mean, I was kind of edgy as a teenager, I think, as a lot of boys are, but you know, I wasn't that bad. I was pretty tame, I think. Shit, really?
It's a revolution. And it's good times.
Okay, he does have ult. Can we do anything now?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
No way. Oh my god. What do you mean ditch you, dude? I was going for Warwick. Or to try to save the person that Warwick was on. I don't even know what happened up top river.
They've never seen moves like mine.
Well, I mean, whatever. Like, it is what it is, man. I mean, who cares? I don't know why we didn't want that fight. Like, we could have... Shin did ult, I guess? I don't know.
Here. I'm gone. I am so gone.
Yeah, I guess maybe I should have peeled for Samira. I don't know. I didn't think... I thought it was just a run down and kill him type of thing, but... It's not 2v5. What do you mean it's 2v5, dude? They're all gonna be there. Can we do this? Shin doesn't have ult. Shin almost has ult. Yeah, I mean, Samira's right. I should have stayed with her. I just didn't realize that she was even going to get into the fight. I thought it was more of a skirmish type of situation. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, I don't know. It just depends on what Twitch wants to be as a platform. It's so hard to legislate that, man. If girls want to make money off of, like, showing skin and dudes want to pay for it, like, whatever, man. That's what I think about it. They're always like they're gonna find all these ways to tiptoe around the rules, you know, like what is appropriate dress, what exactly can you say, you know, like you're just tipping around like hot girls taking advantage of dudes' wallets, man. I mean, that's been happening for thousands and thousands of years. Like, I don't think anything Twitch does is gonna change that unless you just ban women from the platform, which obviously, no. And it does make some of the, you know, the actual gamer girls look bad who don't do that, who don't want to be a part of that, which I think is the majority. Well, I mean, I don't think you can equate different types of TOS violations, right? Like, in my mind. Like, someone being, you know, saying neo-Nazi type of stuff versus a girl that's got a low-cut shirt on and a bikini. I don't think they're the same thing. But I don't know. Are they too tough on some things? I'm not sure. I mean, the real reason why they even care about that, I mean, there are people that are annoyed by that on Twitch, of course. Kind of the good old days type of people. But it's also advertisers, right? Like, they don't want little Timmy trying to watch his Minecraft and then get recommended, you know, Kitty Cat's hot tub stream or something like that, you know? They do care for adverts, but it is actually an annoyance for a lot of Twitch users, whether that's justified or not. It is, you know. So there is that. Hey, what's up, Bradley? Can we win this? Okay, nice. So it is partially adverts, but it's... Hey, I'd be for little Timmy doing that, man. I mean, whatever, dude. I've always said that I don't really think that... I don't know. It's difficult. It's like people react to things in difficult ways, but I think among, like, a large portion of the population, I don't think that pornography causes huge, widespread social disruption and immorality, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious if it did, it would have already happened, because, like, 90% or something of guys look at porn when they grow up, probably more than that, are active porn users. I think Pornhub is like a top 5 or something website in the world, and yet, yeah, I mean, there can be all sorts of problems with that too, right? Like objectifying women and, you know, whatever, but I just don't think it causes the kinds of like damage that a lot of these, you know, whatever people would believe that it causes in people. But I mean, it's just it's the same kind of argument that like watching violence or, you know, violent movies and stuff like that, like kids are going to go out and commit violence and you know, stuff like that. And it's like, maybe, or like violent video games is probably a good analog for that. It's like, yes, most people who go out and, you know, do these mass shootings are men, and yes, they have played violent video games, but they've also breathed oxygen, you know, like, there's a correlation there. That's because every guy just about plays video games, unless their parents, like, strictly forbid it, and, like, lock down hard on them. Everybody's gonna play video games growing up, just about, if you're a young man, like, at least a little bit, you know? And then, of course, there's violent movies and all that stuff. And so, but the vast majority of people who do all that stuff don't commit violence. So there's like, yeah, maybe some mentally ill people that are like that, but most people are able to distinguish reality from fantasy, you know? And I think that it's the same thing a lot of times with adult-themed content. Like, I think most people realize that they're watching something that is like a movie or something that's... Anyways. Are male shirtless workout streams inappropriate? I don't think so. I mean, I'm for whatever. I'm like, when it comes to people doing whatever they want, you know, with their bodies, and as long as they're not like hurting other people, I think that's the real question, is it hurting other people? And I think the answer is no. As long as they're not, then I'm like pretty libertarian about that. It could, yeah. I mean, with people with different social things, yeah, it could. Hey, thanks. My hair it's actually really long right now. I need to cut it, but the headphones help kind of hold it down. There's actually a lot more sort of there, especially if I like blow dry it. It's like look like Cousin It. Exactly. For a shirtless stream. I don't know YouTube's TOS. I think it's against TOS. Maybe. See, that's the thing, is it's weird because, like, women aren't allowed to, like, I assume it's probably against TOS to, like, wear, you know, just a bra and panties and do a stream, but you can do a swimsuit if you're in a hot tub. I think that was, I don't know the original origin of the hot tub streams, but I think that has to be it, right? Is like, you're allowed to wear swimwear on stream as long as you're actually using it in an aquatic environment. So you couldn't just sit there in a swimsuit in a chair, but if you're in a hot tub, you can be in a swimsuit. I think that was the little game that some of the ladies figured out. I can't buzz cut. My wife would forbid it. I don't. She doesn't have many requests of me, but that is definitely one of them. But no, I'd be totally fine with dudes being, like, jacked up, good-looking dudes making videos shirtless, you know, whatever. Like, if girls can do it, guys can do it, shoot, why not? Let my wife pick my haircut. It would just be a trimmed version of this. If you want to donate for my wife to cut my hair however she wants, then yeah, of course, I'll do that, because that's what I usually allow anyways. You gotta make some concessions. Sorry, you asked something actually League related earlier, Tom. Let me catch up here. Why doesn't Rakan Imperial work anymore? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, they nerfed Imperial pretty hard back in like February. Like the proc, I think they lowered the speed that you get on it, and the proc damage. The initial proc damage is way lower, and I don't remember everything. I think that you can only proc the initial proc damage once every like 6 seconds now. It used to be the triggered damage. That's what it was, the big thing. It used to be the initial... So there's two parts, right? There's you CC somebody, they take damage, and then an ally attacks them, and then they take additional damage. Mandate used to have no cooldown on the initial you CCing them trigger. So champions that could constantly slow people or CC them just could do a lot of consecutive damage. Rakan was one of those people because when you go in with R plus W, like instantly and knock them up, it would trigger twice because you have the R CC and then you have the W CC on the knockup. So basically, if the item says that it did, 100 damage on the initial proc, you were actually doing 200 damage. So when they changed that, it actually cut the damage that Rakan does by like a third, because you'd get 3 procs initially. You'd get you hitting them twice, and then your ally hitting them once. So now you can only hit them once with the RW, and your ally hits them once. So basically, it's not exact, numbers there, but it's pretty much they cut the damage that he deals on it by a very significant amount. So it had a very special interaction with Rakan. And stuff like Nami that was really meta at the time as well, because if you put E on somebody every time they got auto attacked by the mandate or whatever, it took some extra damage. Yeah, my cat was hanging out over there. She's just, I don't know what she's doing. She's climbing all around. Are you climbing around? Oh, I'm sure this person's an expert in Xayah, so I don't even need to look. Why else would you pick it, Well, they are all AD, except for Morg, so I guess we're doing steel caps here. Yeah, the reason that I've gone Imperial... So, also, coinciding with that, Mandate nerf, Shirelia's got, like, turbo buffed for a few months there. So they removed the damage on Shirelia's, because it used to be whenever you activate it, you gave everyone movement speed, and they did extra damage for their next 3 attacks. Well, now they've changed it to where anytime you influence an ally with a heal or a shield or just anything that interacts with them, it gives them a movement speed buff for like a second and a half. It's a pretty good buff. It's like 30% or something for a second and a half. So now, like with your shields, every time, like you can shield them twice to give like a lot of movement speed to different people. And they took away the damage when they did that. And they buffed the speed up to like 60% for a while there. The initial speed to 60%. So you're just like turbo flying in. And the active, the 60% stacks with the 30% you could give somebody. So if you activate it and then you shield onto somebody, which is a common sort of opener, shield to your ally, and then W, then they were getting the 60% plus the 30% on top of that. So you're just flying around like mega fast. And it was a super broken item on a ton of supports for like 2 months. And yeah, the win rate on that item on virtually every enchanter type of support versus any other item was like a 4% differential. It was like turbo broken. So that's another reason people went away from Mandate, was because that was so good that there were, it was always a mistake to get anything else when that item was so OP. But now they've nerfed it. It still has the speed up, but it's only 30% initial speed instead of the 60%. So it's still pretty good, and I think it still has maybe a slight statistical edge over some other items. But Mandate is a little bit more in the conversation if you need the extra spike damage, because Shirelia's doesn't do any extra damage now. So if you think you can win early or your team's going to need that little bit of extra damage, I think Mandate can still be pretty good. It's not super popular, but statistically its win rate is about the same. They're all pretty close on Rakan. Locket, Shirelia's, and Mandate are all like viable on him in different situations, so it's more balanced than it was. But yeah, that's the history of support items on Rakan for the last little bit. They also, they nerfed Staff of Flowing Water, so it doesn't give movement speed, but it gives cooldown reduction now. Yeah. It's weird. I mean, basically, if you have something like a Darius or Garen or something else that really heavily benefits from the movement speed, you can still do it. A lot of people are still just going to do it by default because so many champions benefit from movement speed, but... What's up, Jacob? Dreadlocks. Yeah, that would be fun, the parallel universo, but I don't know. I mean, I could teach at the university with dreadlocks, but it would affect my ethos. I don't know if I can pull it off. I probably could. But I try to present a more business slash maybe business casual atmosphere for students. At least in terms of how I dress and sort of present myself in class, right? Sort of the aura that I bring is like, I'm approachable, I try to be friendly, but try to look somewhat professional. When I was a lot younger, I would come in like a t-shirt and ripped jeans and stuff like that sometimes, and I'd cuss more in class. Not at students, but just in casual conversation, like, what the F was that author thinking? You know, kind of like a joke, like, ah, ha, ha, you know. And students kind of like that vibe, too, when I was younger, but I think that as I'm a little bit older, it's hard to pull that off. I mean, you can. I had a professor that was kind of like that was a creative writing professor, and he was super cool, and I liked it, but I teach rhetoric, basically. So I teach, it's basically persuasive writing. It's intro to English, like pretty much what you would think of as your English 101, 102, but my university focuses very heavily on trying to understand audiences and trying to, like, being able to write effectively towards multiple audiences and multiple sort of scenarios. So, does it look like it's lagging to you guys? Am I just crazy? Like, does it look choppy to you guys at all? Like me walking? I'm looking at OBS. I'm not really seeing it, but I'm only getting like 60 FPS, but okay, that looks a little better. Okay, it looked a little weird to me. Oh, that's why. Hold on. Because it did not zone me into the game properly. So if I click on the other monitor, then the monitor that's not being clicked on will, it'll look like that. Like it loses priority or something in the graphics card, I'm not sure. But yeah, so you saw how my mouse went off screen there? That means it was prioritizing the second monitor there. Because I'd accidentally clicked something over there. It's weird. But yeah, if it's locked in, then I can't go off screen with my mouse, which is what I want, obviously. I forgot how much of a pain in the ass Morg is. Oh, it's Duck, dude. It's probably not the Duck, the legend from the channel, but teach them how to use memes. A lot of professors embrace that type of stuff. That's an actual thing. Some professors make assignments where students have to, you know, try to work with memes. Or, like, create memes. And they'll have someone, like, create a Facebook page or an Instagram page or whatever. This Morg is actually pretty good at hitting these things, which is really annoying. Hey, thanks, Jacob. I appreciate it. If students want to do that, they can do that. I don't force them to do that. A lot of students don't really, like, try to go that meta, like, looking at memes and stuff. Most people just pick kind of standard written stuff to talk about, but I can't really go on either of these clowns. I wonder that, I wonder if this could be a, Protobelt game. Because I can use Protobelt to knock off the Sivir shield if I can bait her. But they have like double shield for me, which is extremely obnoxious. Maybe not. Maybe just Shirelia's to get Shaco into position when he's coming in invisible. I was doing Protobelt for a few days there, but can't really go on either one of them. Yeah, it's about what I was afraid of. Definitely can't go on Sivir because I don't want to give her mana, but I was trying to test Morg there. But yeah, she can Black Shield and then bind me.
Darling. Yes. Pay attention.
Is she statistically number 1 or number 2? I'm not sure. She was good for a little while there, but Zaya did get a lot of damage on her. I mean, she's kind of low on mana, honestly. I don't remember the cost on shield. I feel like it's fairly high. If she throws a bind, Now, I don't know if the jungler's there, though. Shaco's on that scuttle, so I doubt it.
Yes.
An enemy has been
Definitely talking
slain.
about you.
Okay, got her flash.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I'm going rogue. There's a surprise.
Nice. Delayed that back again. God, she's gonna lose so much off of that. That's glorious. It's absolutely devastating. See, that's... Sometimes people just don't realize that. Like, that's a very, very good gank. Even though we didn't get a kill, like... She just lost so much experience in gold. Which is good, because Xayah apparently can't last hit. Because we're even on CS now, but... Like, that was huge. We got a plate. We just denied, like, 10 minions or something. This plate's gonna be really low. Hopefully it doesn't take it when we're not there. It probably will. Yeah, I think we'll just go with that.
I'm a little busy. That's very upsetting.
But yeah, you can just take those wins. Like, Shaco was smart. He didn't try to force it. He didn't, like, hard dive, you know? That was really intelligent of Shaco. Does this box just, like, not work or what? Like, why was that so late?
How do you like
More than yesterday, less than tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just so hard because I can't force her to use the shield without using my W, and then she can just bind me with Q. And that gives Sivir, like, a free, like, double hit on her Q. Just like a super annoying anti-engage lane. Shin's massacring Trendamere, though, which is good.
Do you love me because I'm beautiful? Because I'm sexy.
Not now.
If she misses a bind, though, we can maybe pressure her. But it's hard for me to really pressure her. Like, the best thing against Morg is usually... Okay, she black shielded that person. Okay, that was a good hit, but we gotta run. Oh my god, real? Wow. What a Shen ult.
Who do I hit?
One of them.
You hungry?
Glacial Augment Trendamere. Alright, bro. What a bro Shen. That was very good.
People can see how
Just get a ward there.
am.
Dang it. Ugh, that nerf to Ionians, man. Why can't it just be 600 again?
I wouldn't get to hear you ask.
Oops. Thought I was moving. Guess I was not.
Zaya, I think we got a problem.
Think or no?
No, we got a problem?
Isn't dude right there? I thought I saw something right there. Where is the kale? The cane?
What would you do if I
Did I say kale?
I would burn this world to the ground and build a
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say a lot of stuff that's not accurate.
Has been slain.
Like in the middle of a fight. Things like that.
An enemy has been slain.
It's gonna be so hard to...
You okay?
I'm fine.
You're pushing yourself too hard.
It has to be done.
Oh, looks like Kale. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I suppose so. Nice. Had to bait her there. Got her to black shield herself so she didn't shield the Sivir.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get it. I think we probably overstayed. I don't know. Getting that one extra plate's probably alright. They do push super fast. Just wanted her to use her Q on me instead of that other bush.
What are those things humans wear on their feet?
Shoes.
I need shoes. Red ones. I need them so bad.
Rakan's just so great, man. If you play Rakan a lot, it's really hard to play anything else. You just feel so pampered.
What's with the accent?
Trying something new. You like it?
No. No, I
An
don't.
enemy has been slain.
Thought Shaco might be coming down. If Shaco flanked, I think we would have had him.
They're too busy building things.
Why?
Kale support. I think they don't want her to be a support. Zillion's about as far as it seems like they're willing to go as far as like supports that create invulnerability. I guess Tarek. Isn't Tarek getting like turbo buff this patch or something? Aren't they, or I thought I remember reading something that they're gonna lower the mana cost on Tarek's Q by like a lot. Holy shit, really? Wow. Oh my god. Am I just dead off of that? I'm probably just dead. Maybe not. Okay.
If you weren't a little frightened, you ain't alive. Time to get it started.
Really? How is she running faster than me? Is her base movement speed like 350 or something? I've got tier 2 boots. She has tier 1.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Well, I guess that was a mistake. I thought I would be able to stay in range
An enemy has been slain.
and then get her with the second W after I got her shield off the first W.
An ally has been slain.
Maybe if I waited on her shield to fall off and then Q'd her, but she kind of went behind minions there too. Not really sure. She has some other kind of movement speed increase.
Each totem that falls
I'm not sure.
Will see me. They will see my dance.
We need Jax. Can I fucking move yet? Holy shit. God, Morgana is such a pain in the ass.
Enemy double kill.
He got feared, right? Wait, how did he not get feared by that box? Dude, they're gonna nerf this champ, right? Like, okay.
Hey! Where is she? I hate it when she moves.
I gotta get a Mikhail's second.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So stupid why it's a 3-second route in 2021. I don't think she necessarily needs to be like hard nerfed. It's just that ability needs to be changed to brought down to like 2 seconds and give her some power somewhere else in her kit. Make her W, give grounding or something. I don't know. Something else. But 3-second bind is just dumb.
Forest over there?
Make her Q affected by, or make her shield affected by AD too. Make it block AD, but you can also break it with AD. I think that would be huge. 3-second suppression. No. Malzahar, I don't mind Malzahar's being kind of long. Even his is like, I think 2.5 seconds because you can knock him out of it. Like he has to channel it. And it doesn't do that much damage. And like he's not really viable as support. Why the fuck is she so fast? I mean, I know Sivir has that with her passive or whatever. Alright, well, we got a lot of stuff, and Jax is rocking bottom, so. Roots you for the rest of the game. That sounds like a good deal.
An enemy has
Permanent Zanyas.
double kill.
Hey, I'm not gonna kill you. She is. Say
An
hi, honey.
ally has been slain.
Hi. I love their banter. Reminds me of my wife and I. Bully low elos. Well, sir, you are getting bullied this game.
Yesterday, less than tomorrow.
Oh, come on. Buff for Khan's AD. Okay, she doesn't really...
Do we need any of these fools?
Not a single one.
The fuck? I don't know where the rest of them are.
Sexy.
Not now.
Love is so every road leads someplace.
Holy shit. That was definitely an oopsie. Damn, that was a big oops. I mean, I knew some of them were there, but literally, why are all 5 of them there? Why does my boot have a border like they can be activated? I'm not really sure. People have mentioned that before. It's because it's on my T key. I don't know. I guess it doesn't now. It might have been because I had something that could be activated on there initially. So like I had the Frostfang there and then moved it. That's probably my best guess. I mean, let's see. That's border for activation, right?
Shut down.
So it might have been that I moved it or something. I don't really know.
You used the secret call. Is everything all right?
Doublelift actually likes Xayah right now in this meta. If you're good on her, she's just really hard to play, I think, for a lot of people.
Thank you, honey.
What the fuck is wrong with that champ, dude? What was the range on that? Like 800? My W was just about up, too. I was trying to run away so I could get the W. Why is his ult AoE? Why isn't it like single target or whatever and like 500 range?
An enemy has been slain.
I'm here. I'm Scott. I am so gone.
Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
AP mid Jax, I just noticed that. Oh, God. Well, I mean, it is kind of working.
I'm G to the D. Golden diamond, boy.
I haven't seen him in any fights yet, but I mean, he's beating up on this Trendamere. This low elo bully. Are they just like desperation baroning here? Yeah,
Magic
they are.
wild.
Well,
I'm just here for the party.
maybe they're just getting scuttle.
I want to lose everything.
Okay.
That's the only way to live. Am I good to you?
The best.
We don't have Jax.
Zaya? I think we got a problem.
Enemy has been slain.
See that?
I couldn't miss it.
An ally has been slain.
What would you do if I
God damn it.
Shut down.
Champ's so obnoxious. Oh, he switched his build. probably should have let it go. Like, I knew he was going to do some kind of bullshit. Reset with his ult, healing, you know, all that stuff. To get out of that.
Bring it on.
Are they going to be on Baron? They're probably going to be on Baron, right? Yeah, they're going to be on Baron. Well, Viego's not there.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen his case?
Alright, let's get this.
I need help. What would you do? I would never be whole again.
I'll just put that there. Wait.
Hey, thanks, Brad. I guess we'll just try to get redemption. If I had enough gold, I'd probably get the cube, the warding cube, but
Scary. I don't know.
I just want the most power I can get right now
Feel good.
that builds into something useful. I guess I could have gone Kindle Gem because that also builds into redemption, which is probably my final item. Yeah. Probably should have built Kindle Gem. Not like a huge deal. This gives bigger shields to allies, but it just doesn't have the CDR on it. Congrats on the chase, boys. I mean, they chased us all the way in our jungle and used all their cooldowns to kill me. I guess they are in a pretty desperate situation. That Shaco's my man right there. I like that. He actually understands. Oh, I can give Rakan a jump so he can get away. I'm not going to troll him and just hang out on the edge of his range and not give him a jump. Most players, to be fair, at this elo bracket understand that, but I just always remember the players that don't. I'm like, give me the jump. Sure, like Lee Sin players know what I'm talking about.
Humans claim
Clean Lee's here. I see you.
fence us away.
I know you know. A lot of champs. I guess like Katarina has that. There are several champs that are like that. Have I tried Shirelia's on Rakan yet? No, I haven't tried that item yet. Is it any good?
It's gonna be okay. We can do this.
I have it right now.
What are those things humans use? Shoes. I need shoes. Red.
Yeah, I think it's still the default item for him. It's not as good as it was, obviously, but if you have stuff that needs to run in there, like, I think it's good. I think Mandate's probably underappreciated.
What's with the accent?
Mandate is underappreciated if you want damage. I think that's a good option. It still does pretty good damage. I mean, the proc damage is higher than the damage on
Can't find 'em.
like Night Harvester. If your ally follows up on it, I'm pretty sure it's higher damage than Night Harvester. Has a much lower cooldown. So it's still really good, and it has a pretty good win rate. It's just, you know, Shirelia's is so good. Oh. Yeah, scream loudly enough, yeah. I know some people like going to sleep to my stream, so I try not to have too many outbursts. I've been told I have kind of a calming voice. Okay, next item of interest is Baron.
They will see my dance. Then they will know magic's joy.
No ASMR stream. Well, that's a specific brand. Specific genre, I guess I should say.
Must know their every move.
Rakan has arrived.
I saw you. Everyone can see you.
She's so underrated on Rakan. Like, your ability to counter gank, or just to like show up out of nowhere, he's got to be one of the best. Because you can just ult in, and then you've got a shield to protect the person that's doing the baiting, and then, you know, obviously your W and an additional shield.
Yes.
Pay attention to me.
He's just so good at hiding, and then just rolling up and turning fights around.
I need a strategic viewpoint.
Narrate with a whisper. I could do like a, like an announcer voice. Baron's up in 45. Let's make sure we can contest that.
I'm handling it, dear.
Are you?
I was. I will.
Gotta sweep the wards and prepare. Wait on Shin's ultimate.
It don't take a lot of words to tell the truth.
Never done a Rakan cosplay, but it could be fun. Let's not lose the Baron. Oh god. Alright, let's go kill this idiot here.
Don't want to.
Can we just... yeah, let's just do Baron. Whatever. ASMR tier list. I'd do announcer voice before I do ASMR.
Let's call it battle. It's just a dance.
Need to get down there. Get the Elder.
Bossy slew my pay.
This patch on the support tier list with TSP. You already know Rakan's gonna be S tier because he always is.
Thanks, babe.
Regardless of whatever the hell else is going on in the meta, Rakan is your key to satisfaction in life. Now available in many skins for many wins.
Get my back.
There? I wasn't. Ugh, thank you.
I mean, if people like that, I could turn that into my stick. I don't mind doing that. It's pretty fun. I think I have a decent announcer voice. A radio voice.
Your team
add a little humor in there. There used to be a guy, what was it? Not Donkey. I don't remember his name, but the guy who did TLDR tier list or whatever. Was it Black Enola? It was pretty funny. I mean, if I was getting 1 million views for being ASMR, yeah, I would have to. Or my wife would leave me. Like, what? ASMR Jax. Whack, 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 whack. That might be against YouTube's terms of service, sir. But it would certainly be a good time. Check out OnlyFans, hashtag TSP, After Dark. Sponsored by Grindr. The only destination if you're looking for a good time with the bros. Thanks, Chow. Have a good evening. Have a glorious shift at the hospital. I did start playing FF14. Last night I downloaded it. Started leveling up to get to Scholar. I'm currently level 4 because I'm doing all of the side quests and enjoying the atmosphere of Limsa Lominsa. Current elo is Plat 3. It's pretty sad, but we're working our way back to Diamond. We had been Diamond for the last 2 seasons, but this season, we have been wrecked. But we're on our way to recovery with the Birdman, old staple, who always gets it done. Just when you need some elo, just when everybody out there is feeding their ass off, you have Rakan to come in and carry all of those idiots with massive CC and some pretty respectable damage. If you build AP on him, which is sometimes troll, but sometimes good. When is Witcher? It's on the back burner for now because we already did 30 or 40 episodes of that, and we will come back to it at some point. Maybe when the new Witcher season comes out, so we get more than 5 viewers per episode. But first, we need to catch up on all of our Total War stuff. So any Total War fans that managed to stay with no content for the last 3 months, just watching replays of old campaigns, might actually come back and hang out. Because that was a good portion of my subscribers that possibly have left because I have given them no content for 3 months. So I need to do Total War very soon. FF14 seems pretty good so far, but I haven't done enough to come to any conclusions.
You're scared. Good to know.
It does seem like a good game. I have been playing World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, for a while now. It was fun to level it up. I was power leveling a priest, but I think I'm going to stick with my resto druid. But we are pretty much raid locked, raid logged. Wednesdays and Thursdays. Come check out the raids. But FF14 does have some features. that I really enjoy. Have not used the Dungeon Finder yet. Later versions of WoW have it, and I really wish Burning Crusade has it, so that I don't have to look for a group for whatever dungeon I'm looking for multiple hours if I'm not max level 2 months in. I guess 1 month in. Not gonna play Senna, as I always say. Good early game Oak champion has a really hard time unless you have a very specific comp with a duo partner to maximize fasting Senna. You will fall behind in gold. You will get flanked. You will die. I do like the story behind Final Fantasy games, but yes, from what I've heard, there are many cutscenes, lots of drama, and a compelling story behind all of it. It can get somewhat tedious for people who do not give a shit about the story. However, there are packages that you can buy in order to skip the story. Looking for group is different for looking for raid. Looking for raid is bad. Looking for group is good, in my opinion. You can build a social atmosphere on a server simply by trading goods. You can look for groups the old-fashioned way, particularly heroics. Or you can join a guild. But if you just want to run dungeons because you're a healer and you can't farm shit in the open world, and it will take you 20 hours to gain 1 level by just killing murlocs over and over again, when you could just be in a dungeon, healing, maybe watching Netflix on the side, then that is a better deal. From what I hear, you can, Jay, although that feature may not be available in the free trial. Something called a MOG station offers a skip for the story for a price, and I believe also offers a boost on your job up to 10 levels below the max, just like WoW. I'm not sure about the details because I'm not going to use it, but it is available for people who just want to get to max level and pwn. FF14, where you can surrender in 1 minute. I suppose that's true. You can just log out if you don't like what's going on. Bottom Silas seems kind of troll. This might be a dodge. Unless he's a Silas one-trick, he feels like he's auto-filled and bored. He says he wants to do a kill lane, and yet he takes teleport, leaving me to question what the hell he's thinking. 44% Silas wants a kill lane with teleport. We won't be wasting 15 minutes in that one. Let's go to the next. Whenever I do this voice, it feels like I must talk with a certain cadence, and there must be a punchline at the end of everything I say, which is difficult to pull off consistently. That's why those commercial radio guy voice things have a script and are usually fairly short, not 3-hour streams. We shall try. Not gonna play you me with the troll Silas, but to be fair, I'm not gonna play anything with that troll. We can garage and get onto our second account and maybe get some allies whose intent is to win. I believe there are many radio voice guys. It's all about going deep and having the right cadence with your voice. Electrocute Rakan is probably very bad. I would not play that even in a kill lane. Guardian is still pretty good even in a kill lane. The Let's Rumble guy has a slightly different kind of vibe about him, but he pretty much just uses that voice to say Let's Rumble, with some minor introductions. Let's see how the support statistics are shaking out. Nothing really new going on here. Lulu, still banned a lot. Still an okay win rate. Still very OP with lots of champs. Such as Twitch or Jinx. Or really almost anybody. As long as you play safe and don't get run over early by Leona. Zyra, surprisingly doing pretty well considering her items are not that good. She did get a slight buff, a significant buff, on this patch with 200 gold less on the Leandries. But the item is still very expensive. She could do quite well with Jhin or some other high pressure early game champion. Leona feels like she should be stronger than she actually is right now. Probably not playing Yumi, unless I have a duo with me. And unless that duo's name is Toos. And he's playing Evelyn. Yeah, I know Black Falcon, man, but like, you haven't played. You said you haven't played in a long time, right? I mean, that's not the best place to jump in to like a Plat 3 game. Zillion has a surprisingly high win rate. Just Shirelius and Cosmic, I suppose. Zillion always has like a 52 or 53% win rate, but a 4% play rate is pretty impressive. Wait, what? I'm gonna call the tape up on that. Could have sworn I heard a lock sound. Alright. Guess I'm a little slow on that one. Thought I had time. Oh well. Guess we're going back to the other one. I mean, it felt like I pressed lock in. That was a pretty long 0 count. I was a little slow on it. I should have had something at least hovered. Oh, I logged in the wrong thing. Has Kleenex played any games this season? No. I don't know when the last time Toos was on. Better not have gotten him one of those girlfriends. Come on, man. He hasn't been on for a couple weeks. Really? Has it been that long? Wow. He could have other accounts, but the last time we played with him on this account, Galaxy Destroyer, was, is that right? 3 weeks ago. Imagine having a girlfriend on us. I've seen Sammy on, but... it's hard to schedule stuff, but usually Friday. I mean, I don't know. Jason doesn't get off until a while. There's nothing else really jumping out at me that's been picking up steam this patch. Thresh is down a little bit. As far as support goes. Oh, I could look at the tweet that's previewing what's going to come out tomorrow in the patch notes. I was looking to do the patch notes video today, but they're not going to do it until tomorrow, I think. Is this the guy? Who is the guy? It was some kind of... It was like a South Asian last name. I know it's Mark Yetter, but what's the name of the dude? Does anyone remember the name of the dude? It's like Suther or something like that. What's meta? There's a lot of stuff that's pretty good right now. I think it's still just like engaged support in general. But I think there's overall pretty good representation between engaged supports, AP, like Zyra, and like enchanters are all pretty good. That's the guy, Javan Sidhu, I think. It's kind of weird when this, it's like, I feel like it shouldn't be like your personal account where you're talking about all kinds of random shit and retweeting all this garbage. And that's where like the official patch notes are previewed, right? Like, they should have an official Riot account that does that, because I don't want to like have to scroll through like 15 random ass articles to find what I want, you know? Especially when you're representing like a, you know, multi-million-dollar, possibly billion-dollar company, right? Like, you should have a dedicated account for that, not use somebody's personal account. Do they? For, like, the patch notes? Because I thought it was just this guy. It was just Mark Yetter. Atwell Dev Team. I thought I just did that. Riot Games? Is Google just failing here? Okay. So it's on this dude's personal thing, but they just like retweet it. Okay. Deadman nerf or Deadman buff, okay. Karma nerf, Akali nerf, Malzahar nerf, Nocturne nerf, Shaco Ziggs. Yeah, Darius and Garion, that's... Or Darius and Garen's really annoying. Why are they buffing those champs? Ivern buff's nice. Taric, Q mana cost going down by like 5. It's not enough. Oh, I don't even have Instagram. I don't know. Maybe. As far as I go is Twitter, and that's just strictly to look at the patch notes preview. Strictly to look at the patch notes preview and to announce when I'm like streaming or releasing a video, which I haven't even done like super consistently. Then I have Facebook, but I never use it. I just text message people that like are still sort of always surprised. Oh, Hecarim doesn't have Flash. Okay. Like, I'm surprised he didn't Flash. Yeah, I still got my MySpace. MySpace. Land of the hipsters. Probably something even more hip that I don't even know about. I'm sure of it. Hipsters are now using AOL Instant Messenger.
No. Yeah. Hey, have you seen his cape?
Sounds like something drug dealers would use. Or something like that to try to evade detection. I guess they'd probably just use dark web communication stuff. I knew he was gonna flash and do something dumb. Zyonga, nope. Don't know what that is. One of my students told me it's about something called iFunny. Couldn't even remember that. They're like, oh dude, that's so old. This girl said she still looked at iFunny. I'm gonna miss my students from this semester. They were really fun. I didn't realize he was coming in. Shit, I fucked it up. Fuck. Where the hell? What? Well, I guess he had his Q ticking, and then he flashed while his Q was ticking. Oh my gosh. He may have healed as well. Now, if he tries to come in invisible, I think I can shield and turn it. Gonna be really quick though. He's really not gonna try it? But yeah, and they're like, oh dude, like it was, you know, one of them was like, oh, you shouldn't be telling him about that or something. Like that could be a racy or like inappropriate website. I'm like, it's not even that bad. That's the magic of coming off in sort of the semi-professional way, right? Is they think that I mean, I don't know about that, but like the stuff they were saying on there was just kind of silly, from what I encountered at least.
Darling.
This is the famous AP Jax again.
Zaya, I think
know what letterbox is either, so maybe you can go ahead and retire it. I don't know.
Hey, Zaya,
Yeah?
you sexy. We just stay here.
We must keep moving.
This is the plan, right?
This now?
Not good. Thanks. Not saying anything,
If I had held my W instead of wasting it there, I think we would have killed him, the Twitch. But I was already like, had committed in my mind to going in on him with the W, and I just didn't change actions fast enough. I think I had time to change. I had like half a second or something where I could have not W'd, but I already had the sequence in my mind.
I need you to be more careful.
And his ping didn't register in my head until I was already committed to it.
also, black is a terrible color on me. You are stunning and beautiful.
Why, thank you, darling.
Yes, I was definitely talking about you.
Well, we're crushing him on CS though.
Lost visual.
Oh, he's so scared of Zen right now. Alright, bro. Dinger's going hard. Don't let Twitch get that cannon. Don't you get it, Twitch?
I'll try not to die.
Alright, let's go.
Anybody there?
Shut down.
You love it when I slap fools.
You know I do.
I am really digging the, like, pretty good Zayas with me, though. Where you get emails that are not electronic. Oh, your letterbox. Okay, yeah, they don't call it that in America. They just call it mailbox, but, yeah. I mean, that's basically, I would love to retire it. Most of the mail that I get is just dumb. It's flyers and stuff. Like, all my bills are electronic. I can get one more. Shit. She's 6. Yeah, she's 6. Oh my god, what the fuck is that damage? What? How is he doing that much damage? God bless. I guess we just weren't on the same page with that one. Yeah, I don't know how I ended up taking that much damage from him.
I'm gonna live forever.
I think I just got lasered like 50 times. Did Twitch get both of those? Nah, Dinger got one. And it's still rough.
Do you love me because I'm beautiful or because I'm sexy?
There's a cat running around.
Love is so
Damn it. I just forced it even though I was low on health.
hell you can feel.
Okay, well I baited that crap out of him. just don't really get how he did any damage there. I guess I don't have a lot of magic resist, to be fair, but...
You're already wandering off.
No, I'm not.
If you need me, whistle.
Yeah, I just overplayed it. Just tried to force it.
You're pushing yourself too hard.
It was the correct play until I got poked out by 90%. Then it was not the correct play anymore. Shit, they see. If he hits it, nah, he's not going to go for it. Okay. How did she get the kill on that? Did Hecarim really not even hit her? Where did... Oh, she got caught in the river? God. Twitch is such a pain in the ass.
Magic isn't supposed to be safe. I will walk in. I will.
Wait, what? How did he not auto attack that? Okay, he's got him though. Wow.
They want us in favor. We refuse.
Oh my god.
They think they can catch me. If you look at things the right way, it's all.
Really?
Wanna see some sweet moves?
Dragon, you are.
I have got to stop talking to myself. Damn it, Zaya, where are you?
Kill this fucking idiot. Oh my god. God, I hate Twitch so much when he's not on my team. I guess I should have backed up further. I just wasn't even thinking he can just come in with ult and basically ult me under tower.
I don't do safe.
I guess, did Dinger kill the control word that was there? I had a control word there, but...
Should I be running? Yeah, I should probably be running. Man, have you seen that?
Didn't want to give her any chance.